Respiratory Bowel Disease Institute of Cedars-Sinai, Dr. Stephen Targan.
Well, I'm incredibly honored when I was asked to introduce Dr. Rob Barrett to all of you tonight. It was also an incredible honor when Rob had asked me to another event when I married him and his lovely wife who's here, Katya. I'm here to tell you about Rob, who is going to get the Catalyst for Mission Advancement Award this evening. I've known Rob since he came over from Cork, Ireland in 2008, almost 2 decades. He's had an amazing early career at Cedars-Sinai. He is now an associate professor at both the Board of Directors Regenerative Medicine Institute and the F. Wijaya IBD Institute. Rob is unique. Rob has taken some very novel technology and moved it forward as we're trying here to get to what the cure is going to be for IBD. Without going into deep science, he's been able to actually create mini intestines outside of the body to be able to look at all the things that can go wrong in patients' guts when they have Crohn's disease, and his results have been simply amazing. He has been awarded many grants, which is an indicator of how good a scientist is. He's got them from the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, also from the California Institute of Regenerative Medicine, which is not easy to get, and the National Institutes of Health. He is very involved in the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation at the national level. He is a permanent member in their review for all the science that comes to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation for support. Rob is the epitome of a great collaborator in science. And it's not only because his science is so impactful, or the technologies he's developed are so impactful, it's his personality. And often scientists are very siloed, if you will, but people come to him because he is so open, excited about interacting with individuals, and thus the name of Catalyst for this award is obviously fits him perfectly. He is published in many very important journals, some very impactful and science-changing results. He has been invited around the United States to give talks, and somebody at his level, these are really major talks that he has been given. Listen, he's an exceptional scientist. He is very, very deserving of this award, and I would like to now go to the, that is the 2024 Catalyst for Mission Advancement Award, which will go to Rob Barrett, as I know him. So now we go on with the video.
My name is Dr. Robert Barrett, and I am an associate professor at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. I've been studying IBD for close to 15 years now. I obtained stem cells from specific patients of interest and generate mini intestines from them. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation released a fibrosis initiative, and here they were attempting to utilize a novel technology, i.e. human intestinal organoids, that could be used and applied to intestinal fibrosis. So in collaboration with Dr. Targan, who has been an amazing mentor to me, we both wrote a proposal to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and we eventually got it funded, and that is how I got involved with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
I'm Steph Targan. I'm here at Cedars as the Executive Director of the Inflammatory Bowel Disease Institute. And I've watched him just, accelerate up to where he is today just because of his enormous curiosity, talents, and so proud of him having done and accomplished all that he has.
One of the main projects I work on is the fibrosis project, where we use mini intestines from Crohn's disease patients and add chemicals that induce fibrosis. I'm looking at mini intestines on these slides that have been treated with compounds that are associated with fibrosis, and then we are looking for fibrotic markers in the microscope to see if they induce fibrosis the way that we would expect.
My name is Shati. I work in Dr. Barrett's lab. I joined his lab in 2019 and I've been working as a research associate. My job in the project was to generate mini intestines from patient samples that we received in the lab. So this is an example of the mini intestine that we generated from the stem cells of the Crohn's disease patients. They are made up of two cell types. One is the inner lining of the gut, which is this area, and the supporting cells, which are the fuzzy part in the sample.
Rob has really been enormous. I've watched his career grow. He's made major contributions when he was working in my laboratory to understanding of a very important molecule, and his work that he did in animal models and otherwise, it just turned out to be game-changing for the world of knowledge in inflammatory bowel diseases.
This video is for Daddy Rob. We just wanted to let you know that we're so proud of you. You're doing amazing things. And you're a good daddy, right? And you're a good hubby, yes? And we love you so much, right? Yes. Yeah.
I'm very proud and excited to give this award to Dr. Rob Barrett. And also to his son, Ian.
I think my agent approves. So, wow, that's all I can say. So, ladies and gentlemen, it truly is an honor to be here tonight and to receive this award, especially here with my son. As you just saw, the focus of my lab is on intestinal fibrosis, which is, as a number of you are unfortunately aware of, a serious complication of Crohn's disease. So, in a nutshell, my lab has... So in a nutshell, my lab has now developed the technology whereby from any IBD patient, we can obtain a small amount of blood, reprogram it back to a stem cell-like state, and then direct it to form a mini intestine. From there, by adding chemical messengers, as Olivia said, we can recreate the process of intestinal fibrosis in the lab. Now, as you saw in this video, this isn't something that we want to do, hope to do, or aspire to do. We can do this today, and we do it routinely in our lab now. And we're doing this for two main reasons. The first is to figure out the underlying biology of intestinal fibrosis, and this is the type of stuff that keeps me up all night. It's, what are the mechanisms that cause it? Why does it occur in some patients and not others? What are the other cell types and chemical messengers that are responsible for this? The second reason we are doing The second reason we are doing this is to identify potential new treatments. We are now in a position to do this, as we have now established how to put a patient's cells into a large screening platform, whereby we can now test hundreds, if not thousands, of potential compounds that may one day be used to treat intestinal fibrosis. Do you want to come up here with that? Now, if you had asked me 20 years ago if this would be possible, honestly, I would have said probably not. It wasn't even in my consciousness. The idea that you could take a patient's blood cell and ultimately turn it into a patient's intestinal tissue that could be used for research would have seemed more like science fiction than anything else. And that's something that I really kind of want to convey to each and every one of you tonight. None of us know what advances are going to be made in the coming years, and that's something that we all have to hold on to. When I originally started working on the mini intestine technology back in 2011, while I had some idea of its potential, I couldn't have imagined how far it would go or what could be achieved with it. But day by day, week by week, year by year, we began to make the improvements that we see today. Around 10 years ago, we figured out how to turn blood cells from IBD patients into mini intestines. Around 5 years ago, thanks to funding from the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, we established that mini intestine technology could be applied to intestinal fibrosis research. Yep. In the last year, we only just figured out how to place these cells on a screening platform that can be first test for potential therapies in the lab from given individuals. This is an aspiring scientist right here. He gives me my best ideas. Yep. So I do have some ideas for the future. I get my best ideas from my agent here, but it's a little early for prime time. And of course, nothing happens in a vacuum, and these technological advances don't happen in isolation. It really is a team effort. I have a very hard-working group of lab members who are all here tonight, who work diligently. They work very hard each and every day. I have two wonderful mentors. I have two wonderful mentors, Dr. Steph Targan, who you heard from, and I got some very flattering words from him, and Dr. Clive Svensson, who's a world leader in stem cell biology, and both have guided me throughout my career. I have great collaborators, some of whom are in attendance tonight, and always provide assistance when needed, and lend an ear when things get tricky. And of course, my wife and Cian, right here, who inspire me every single day to be the best person that I am. So I would like to leave everybody with this. I truly believe in this technology. I really believe in this technology, and I'm excited to see where it leads, but it really is a team effort, and we all have a role to play, from the clinicians and medical staff who take care of patients, from the researchers whose job it is to make technological advances, from the fundraisers in Crohn's and Colitis Foundation who make this research possible, and of course the patients and families who are living with IBD. We are, in effect, all in this together. None of us can give up. We have to keep going, and we have to dream big. Tonight, we're at the Imagine the Cure Gala, but by working together, let's make this cure a reality.
Thank you so much, Dr. Barrett. We're going to take that act on the road. That's a real talent. Thank you so much.